So my game plan will also include low back, hips, neck, and shoulders. But I thought we would start with a chant. And I'm going to have to trust that you are all chanting along if you want to. And I'm going to try to do this really cool thing where I share my screen with you so you can see the mantra that we're going to work. Okay. Can you see that? Just kind of thumbs up. Okay. So this one's a wordy one. And some of you may be familiar with it. This is and again, like my Sanskrit knowledge is very limited. What I've learned from privilege of having certain teachers. But the idea of this mantra is that the movement of energy, like I know a lot of people are grieving right now. There's a lot of loss, whether that's, I mean, it's just, I mean, we all know, I don't even have to say, because it's a collective loss, right? In some way or another. And the grieving process is really important. And then I think there's also a point where it's helpful to remember that death is not the end. If we look at this from a yogic perspective, these wisdom traditions, it's movement of energy. So this mantra is, in my interpretation for right now, about this movement of energy, right? So you'll notice it's wordy and you don't have to get it right, but you'll see pranam, 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 right? So it's this, you go in and out. So like it's that we are fullness that goes back into fullness, that becomes fullness again, that goes back into fullness. So it's this idea of cycles. And I've been gleaning a lot of comfort from chanting this in the morning every day. I'm working up to 108 times. It's a long one, right? But I found some comfort in it. So I thought we could try to chant this together. And I wanted to share the words with you because it is a little wordy, but I'm going to ask you after about the third or fourth time, just maybe stop looking at the words and just let the sound wash over you, okay? And if you're not quite sure about the words, hopefully you can hear me chanting, okay? So I'm gonna have you find a comfortable seated position if that works for you, okay? If your body's really asking for you to lay down and you just wanna receive this, then that's totally great too, okay? And then when you find that seat, do whatever you need to do to pull your attention inward. And I know it's tricky when we're at home and there's stuff going on and animals and kids and all this stuff, okay? And honor that that's happening. But at a certain point, can you find your breath? Let the shoulders soften. Feel the depth of your pelvis and the weight of your sits bones and your legs on the floor. And the length of your spine as it moves up from the tailbone, up, 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 up to the crown of the head. And then notice your breath. Notice how your breath changes the shape of your body. And can you notice the cyclical nature of your inhale and your exhale? Like the pace might change, the depth might change, but there's always an inhale and there's always an exhale. Okay. Then we'll take a clearing breath together, please. So take a deep breath in, let the belly puff up, and exhale out. Good. And then let the arms and the hands rest on your lap if that's comfortable. And then we'll begin this mantra. So take a deep breath in to chant, please. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. 3 more times. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. 1 more time. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Notice your breath. Notice, again, it's cyclical nature, inhale and the exhale. And then find the beating of your heart, please. And as you meditate on this for just a few more moments, you're strengthening this muscle, this ability to come back to the center over and over and over again. And let's take a clearing breath together. Take a deep breath in through the nose, please. Exhale out the mouth. Okay, and we're gonna breathe together again. So I want you to inhale and bring your arms out overhead. Let the palms touch. And as you exhale, hands come to heart center. We're just gonna do that 2 more times. So stay really rooted through the tailbone. As you inhale, bring the arms out and up. Open up the chest, palms touch, exhale, hands down your center line. Good, 1 more like that, please. Inhale, arms out and up. Rib cage is broadening. And exhale, hands down your center line. Okay, let them stay at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Take a deep breath in, press your sternum, your chest into your thumbs. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down onto the floor, please, and come into tabletop position, please, okay? So that's with your shoulders over your wrists, your knees below your hips. Good. You've got a little bit of an engagement in the abdomen, right? That keeps the spine supported. Okay. And then from this place, I want to continue with this cyclical nature, right? So cat-cow. So exhale, gently round the spine, tuck the chin. And then inhale, find that extension in the spine. Maybe look up, open the throat. Then exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Move at your own pace. Just about 3 more times like this, please. Okay. And then I'll meet you in tabletop position, right? So just like we were before. So wrists are below elbows, which are below shoulders. Hips are above knees, okay? And then we'll just find our way into downward facing dog. So hook your toes, find that lift in the pelvic floor as you lift your hips up and back, okay? So the heels are gonna root down through to the floor. The knees don't need to be super straight. I would rather that you prioritize lengthening your spine, okay? So the fingers are alive and you're pressing them down and forward. You continue to scoop through the low belly. Breathing here. And then settle in, right? So pedal your feet. Shake your head yes or no. Find the rhythm of your breath again, right? So there's this term in yoga, chitta vritti, right? So it's like the mind stuff moving. So, right, so you probably like, okay, I'm going into down dog, do all the steps to get there, right? So as you do that, okay, chitta vritti, movement of the mind. Now, can you come back to your breath as you settle into the shape? It's this really cool dance where we're very anchored in our center the whole time, while we're very, very aware of movements going on everywhere else, okay? So take 2 more breaths here. See if you can soften anywhere, whether that's in the body or in your mind. Keep the scoop in the low belly, okay? Come up to your tippy toes, and then bring your gaze forward and slowly tiptoe your feet to your hands and come to a fold at the front of your mat or whatever you're practicing on, okay? Good. Okay, slide your hands up your shins, please, and find a halfway lift. So keep scooping the belly to broaden the low back, slide the shoulder blades down the back body, and tuck your chin a little bit so you're lengthening through the back of the neck, please. Good. And then exhale, fold. Okay, and the knees might be bent, but I want this lifting action through the backs of the legs as you let the head hang, right? So you're still in a forward fold here, but it's like the muscles in the backs of the calves and the thighs are energetically lifting up, almost to enhance the drape of the spine as you fold forward, okay? Maybe you let the head hang, maybe you let the arms hang. Might be a nice place to take a, right? Or just kind of let go, right? You're at home, I can't hear you, no one can hear you except for who's at your house. It's just like, let it go. Okay. So start to roll the way back into the heels till you feel the muscles in the backs of the legs wake up, and then walk your hands up your legs until you're up to standing, please. Good, okay. And then just shrug the shoulders up, back and down. Maybe kind of pulse the knees a little bit, shake the arms out. And then come to stillness. And find your breath, right? The inhale and the exhale. We are fullness. We go back into fullness, right? Back and forth. Okay. All right. Here's where we're going to get a little more energetic. So I want you to find a wide stance and bend your knees. Okay. So sometimes this is called horse or goddess stance. So the knees are tracking over the center of the feet. Okay, and if the body, because I've got lots of different people here with different bodies, right? So if the body is feeling kind of tired or weak, or you're working with some sort of illness, keep the legs straight, okay? Otherwise, if you're really wanting to build a little bit more heat, I want you to bend deeply into the knees with the thighs nice and active here, and you're pressing the feet down and towards each other. So it's this really energetic posture here, but let the arms hang. So you're really engaged through the legs. The chest is open, but the arms are really relaxed, right? So a warrior stance here. Okay. And then we're going to do some heart opener warrior breaths. So we're going to bring the hands in front of us right into our chest. The palms are facing. The tops of the shoulders are relaxed, okay? Make gentle fists with your hands and bend your elbows just a smidge, okay? So this is a 2-part inhale and a 2-part exhale. So on the inhale, you're going to pull your fists apart like you're pulling taffy or a rubber band. So inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, open the chest, keep pulling the pubic bone up towards the low ribs, then open your hands and hiss out your mouth as you press your hands towards each other. The abdomen is engaging, but the shoulders stay soft. We'll do it again. Inhale. Open the chest, feel strong and open. Good. Exhale. Good, you guys. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more like that, please. Inhale. Open, open. Feel your strength. Good. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Nice, you guys. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Find a soft stance here. The feet will become parallel-ish. Let the arms relax. I love that there's a cat trying to get to a computer. Okay. Find your breath. And notice how you feel. Again, there's so much change and movement going on right now, so much of it, right? Can you remember that you have this breath? You have this center, right? And it's the nature of life to be ambiguous. And our task is really just to pay attention. 2 more breaths here, please. Okay, we'll breathe together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Good. Okay, come back to that stance, please. So you're pivoting your toes at about 45 degrees so that when you bend your knees, if you're bending your knees, they track towards the center of your toes, your center of your feet. Okay, and this one is called Earth to Navel to Sky. This is a warrior breath as well. Okay, so I'll demo this one first, if you can see me, just to kind of, so you can see how it looks in my body. Okay, it's a 2-part inhale. So you're gonna start by squatting as deeply as is safe for you. Like you're scooping stuff up from the earth, okay? So this is the first part of the inhale. Then you seal it into the center line, making gentle fists and pressing the forearms down, keeping the chest open. And then like you're lifting a bowling ball up over your head, you're gonna press your arms up as you squeeze your glutes and lift your pelvic floor. This is the peak of your inhale. Then you exhale, cross the chest, let it go to the earth, okay? So I'm gonna do this a few times. So bend your knees, ready? 2-part inhale. This is the first part, good. Inhale again, up, squeeze, squeeze, lift, 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 lift. Exhale, good. Again, inhale. Seal it in, open the chest, press up, inhale, exhale. Just let it go, let it go. Inhale, inhale, exhale. 3 more, inhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more, inhale, inhale, lift the pelvic floor, exhale, and again, inhale, inhale, hold, exhale. Okay, come back to center, shake the legs out a little bit, maybe, right? Just kind of integrate that, and then come back to center. Notice how you feel. Find your breath. Notice the cycle. It's still there, right? Okay. Come to the front of your mat if you're not there already, okay? And find your Tadasana. So that's with the feet about hips width apart, okay? The chest is open. We're going to move through a few sun salutations, okay? So let's take an exhale together. And as you inhale, swoop the arms out and up overhead, please. And exhale, find a forward fold. Again, bend your knees as much as you need to so you connect your fingertips on the floor. Inhale to a halfway lift, so lengthen the spine, pull the rib cage away from the pelvis. And as you exhale, step your right foot back and bring your right knee down onto the floor, please. Okay? Pull your inner thighs together. Inhale, float your fingertips up towards the ceiling or on your thigh, whatever is supportive of you. And then exhale, bring the hands down to the floor. Lift the right knee up. Step the left foot back. Now you're in a plank position. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, lower your knees down, flatten the tops of the feet into the floor, and then slowly lower yourself down onto your belly. Okay? Fingertips are underneath the shoulders. Tailbone is rooting down towards your heels as you lift your chest up into a cobra. Maybe you look up. Exhale, release. Press your palms into the mat, hook your toes, scoop your belly, press yourself up through your knees, through your plank, and then back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, look forward and work your right foot forward and your left knee down. Good. Okay. And then inhale, float the fingertips up towards the ceiling or on your thigh. Moving with your breath here, exhale, hands to the floor. This time, lift the left knee up and step the left foot forward, coming to your fold. Okay, halfway lift on your inhale. Fold on your exhale. Keep the head nice and heavy. Keep the chin tucked as you roll the weight into the heels and roll yourself up to standing, stacking your spine. The chin is tucked to the very end. Then squeeze your shoulder blades open, your arms out and up. Let the palms touch, and this time, bend your elbows till the thumbs come to the back of something. Might be the skull or the neck. Keep puffing the chest up and lean back just a little bit here. Keep wrapping the glutes down so the tailbone is tucked. And then on your next exhale, bring your hands to heart center, please. And then to the side of the body. Okay, and we'll do that again. I'm gonna walk you through it. So inhale your arms out and up, please, because I wanna watch you, okay? Exhale to a fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back this time, please. Nice. Little knee comes down. Magnetize your inner thighs together and then float the fingertips up towards the ceiling or walk them up on your thigh. Good. Exhale, hands to the floor. Okay. And then step back to plank position, please. And reminder, that can be with the knees down immediately. Please support yourself. Take an inhale here, really hollow out the belly, and then exhale, lower down through your knees onto your tummies. Grow long through your spine, and then inhale, lift your chest up into a cobra or up dog if that's what you're feeling right now, okay? Exhale, release the back bend. Hook your toes, scoop your belly, press yourself back to your Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. That's awesome, guys. Good. Deep breath in. Prioritize the length of your spine over the knees being straight, please. Yes. Okay. On your next exhale, walk your left foot forward, please, inside your left hand. Sometimes you got to kind of use your hand to help get it there. That's okay. Bring the back knee down, and then inhale up, you come into your lunge. Nice, you guys. Okay. Exhale, hands down to the floor, please. Lift the back knee up and step forward to your fold. Classical Surya Namaskars. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Really rooted through the feet. Inhale up to standing, please. Same kind of movement. So if it feels safe for you, you're stacking the spine, and then you're doing this like lazy open movement where you squeeze the shoulder blades, open up the chest, palms touch, and then maybe bend the elbows again till the thumb comes to the back of the head of the neck. And then if it feels good, you can kind of lean back here. And then exhale, hands to heart center. And then to the side of the body. Good. Take a deep breath in and out. Okay. Inhale your arms out and up, please. Exhale to your fold. The hamstrings are lifting up as you fold, right? Inhale, halfway lift. And this time, exhale, plant your hands, step back to your downward facing dog, please. Take a moment in your down dog and investigate where the weight is being distributed in your feet. Okay, so maybe roll the weight a little bit more into the inside ball of the foot and the outside ball of the foot. Yeah. Notice if you feel that in different parts of the body when you do this little investigation. And then bring your attention to your collarbones and see if you can broaden them by wrapping the triceps, the upper backs of the arms back, and gluing the scapula, the shoulder blades, to the backs of the ribs while keeping the neck relaxed. If that created too much confusion, don't worry about it. Take 2 more breaths here, please. Okay. On your next inhale, float your right leg up towards the ceiling, please. So 3-legged dog, keeping the toes pointing down as best you can. And as you exhale, I want you to pull your knee towards your nose and shift your weight forward while you keep the thigh up towards the chest. And then inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Inhale, float the left leg up towards the ceiling, please. Same thing on this side. So exhale, shift the knee towards the nose, lifting your pelvic floor. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna do that one more time each side. Inhale, slowly lift the right leg up. Exhale, use your low belly to pull your knee towards your nose. Maybe you round your spine. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep the collarbones broad. Inhale, left leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then slowly lower the knees down onto the floor and shift back into child's pose, please. So hips over heels, forehead on the ground, or stacking your hands and bringing your forehead onto your hands. Take 3 very deep and intentional breath cycles here, where you feel your body pressing in on itself, like the belly on the thighs. And as you exhale, it's like the muscles, the flesh around the bones just softens. The space between the shoulder blades and the neck softens. Notice what the mind is focusing on. Okay, on your next inhale, come up to tabletop position, please. Move intuitively here. So if you want to stir your hips in a couple of directions, or in each direction a couple of times, right? Or find some cat-cows where you find that rounding in the spine and that arch in the spine. Just kind of lubricating the joints with movement, right? And then as you're ready, I'll meet you back in Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And then from your down dog, you look forward. Keep scooping the low belly till maybe you feel your tailbone tuck, and then tiptoe your feet to your hands and come to a fold at the front of your mat. And then walk your hands up your legs, coming to standing again, please. Okay. So we're back into our Tadasana, but I would like you to have your hands on your hips now, please. Okay. The tops of the shoulders are soft, but there is a little bit of activation on the muscles around the shoulder blades to encourage this opening of the heart. Okay. And we're just going to see where balance is today. So shift your weight into your right foot. And notice what happens to your hip points when you do this, right? Just you kind of cock to one side or the other. And if you did, I want you to think about tucking the right hip underneath you, and you might even bend the right knee a little bit, and then float the left knee up towards your chest. And that's up to you how high it goes. It might just be like you're propping the tip of your toe on the floor, okay? The belly is scooped here. And then slowly bring the sole of that left foot inside the right foot, coming into tree, okay? So you might be on the calf, okay? You might be taking both hands, grabbing the ankle and assisting it to come to the thigh. And then I'll meet you back here in our tree pose with the hands on the hips. Stay light through the toes. That is beautiful. I wish you guys could see what I'm seeing right now. Okay, and then woo, slowly, maybe wobbly, the arms come out to the side in a T. So rotate the palms forward. So we're big here. Now I want you to feel in your body how you are extending out to the side through your hands, but your thigh and your foot, or your leg and your foot, are pressing in on each other. So you are opening up and grounding into your center at the same time. Soften the jaw, right? And sometimes this practice is wobbly, that's okay. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Okay, inhale, float the fingertips up towards the ceiling as you rotate that left knee forward and up. Okay. Exhale, press the foot forward, right? So you're curling the left toes towards your face as you puff the chest up, go long through the sideways. Then bend the knee, pull it up towards the chest, and we're gonna hinge at the hips as we press that foot back and bring the foot down onto the floor. And we'll adjust ourselves into warrior one. So the back heel, left heel is down, toes are pointing towards probably the front left edge of your mat. Bend into the right knee as you pull the right hip back and then float your fingertips up into your warrior one. Nice. Okay, as you exhale, I want you to feel yourself settle down into your strength. Okay, so like pull the hip back, soften the shoulders, broaden the space between the hands, and puff the chest up. Pull your inner thighs towards each other. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to pull this right hip back as you pull your fingertips back behind you. Keep the length of the spine. Maybe you shallow the bend of the right knee. And then inhale, press that right knee forward as you float the fingertips up. We'll do this 3 more times. So exhale, forward with the chest, back with the fingertips. And inhale up. 2 more, exhale. That right knee might kind of straighten a little bit, that's okay. Inhale up, exhale. I lost count, I think we're gonna do 1 more. Inhale up, exhale, forward and back. Okay, if you're into this, stay here. If you want a little more, I want you to come to the ball of your left foot and charge your right knee forward as you pull your right hip back. So you're gonna feel your thighs wake up here. The left inner thigh is rotating up towards the ceiling. And now, from this crescent lunge shape, you're gonna bend your left knee as you float your fingertips up till that left knee is almost hovering over the floor. This is hard for some of us, right? Can you stay soft here? Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step the right foot back, find your plank, and we'll move through a flow if you want to. So inhale here, exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here, please. Steady yourself. Right, if this doesn't feel like a shape where you can steady yourself, come to child's pose. Lay on your belly or sit down, whatever you need to do. Pet your cat, whatever you need to do. Let go of the practice that you have to center yourself needing to look a certain way. It's yours, so you should want to do it. It should fit you, right? One more breath cycle, please. From a place of curiosity and relaxation, can you bend your knees and look forward? And at the end of your exhale, bring your feet to your hands and fold at the front of your mat. Like it's no big deal. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Broad low back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll yourself up to standing. Take up space, please. Bring the arms out and up. Open the chest. Yeah, same thing as we've been doing. Palms touch overhead. Bend the elbows. Lean back gently or deeply. Depends on what's up with your body, right? And then exhale, hands to heart center. And then to the side of the body. Okay, hands to hips, please. We'll see how the other side wants to do, yeah? Okay. So we start to shift the weight into the left foot. We want to keep the chest and the belly open here while we do this, right? So if you feel that hip cock to the left, Press the sole of the left foot down and tuck the hip underneath you. And then start to float the right knee up towards the chest. Soft through the upper body. Okay. And then from here, we explore tree on the other side, right? So you're going to rotate that knee out to the side. Bring the sole of the foot onto the leg somewhere. And it's also a really nice variation to just kickstand. So if the body is feeling really wobbly or needing support, just take the ball of that right foot and then prop the heel on the ankle, okay? You're still doing the same thing energetically, okay? If you want to assist the ankle to come up to the inner thigh, please use both hands and work that foot up, okay? Starting with hands on hips, okay? The foot is pressing into the leg is pressing into the foot, and then we bring the arms out to the side. This time I want you to rotate your palms outward, okay? Like you are pressing the walls apart. You are broadening through the chest, broadening through the belly, playing with that balance, right? That balance of being so centered and grounded, but open and dynamic. 2 more breaths here, please. This is beautiful, you guys. Okay, strong pelvic floor, strong abdomen as you gently float the fingertips up towards the ceiling and pull that right knee forward, okay? Skip this part if it hurts, right? You're gonna press that right foot forward, or if you're gonna fall over like me, right? Inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hips, start to press that right foot back as the fingertips come to the floor to help you as you bring the right foot down and adjust yourself into your warrior 1 shape, right? So the little right foot is at an angle. You're bending into the left knee as it tracks over the center of your foot, but coax the left hip back at the same time. And then as you're ready, up we come, Virabhadrasana 1. So find your alignment as best you can, okay? And then settle into the integrity of it, right? So exhale, the shoulders broaden, the hips hold the weight of your body. You're magnetizing your inner thighs towards each other. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, press your chest forward, pull your fingertips back behind you. The left leg might straighten a little. This might feel really good in the leg, okay? And then inhale, bend the knee, float the fingertips up. Exhale. Maybe this time you're a little more dramatic with it, right? So we inhale up here and then exhale, like you're flicking water off your fingertips. Yeah, inhale up. Exhale out the mouth. Okay, 2 more like that, please. Inhale up. Exhale. 1 more, inhale up. Exhale. Okay, stay here if you want to, if it works in your body. You can also bring your hands onto your thigh for support. Keep scooping the belly and then come to the ball of your right foot. Rotate the inner thigh of that right thigh up. Okay, and then you're gonna it's just like tracking. You're gonna bend that right knee as the chest comes up and then lower down as much as feels safe. So sometimes this is a pretty deep hip stretch. Stay soft. The minute you start to feel your shoulders tense up, I want you to back off. Okay, inhale. And then exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to your plank position. Okay, flow if you want to. Inhale here. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. And again, 3 to 5 breaths here. Find your center. Again, from this place of stillness and relaxation, take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. End of exhale, feet to hands, fold at the front of your mat, please. Good. Inhale, find that halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, roll yourself up to standing, please. Oh, do whatever you want when you get there, right? So maybe you swing the arms out and up. Maybe you do a little monkey dance, right? Whatever it is. Let there be a little element of playfulness to it, of integration, of movement. Yeah, okay. And then I'll meet you in Tadasana when you're ready. I love all the cats. This is great. Okay. For this Tadasana, I'm going to ask you to rotate the palms forward. And maybe if it's comfortable for you, bend the elbows so you're almost in the shape of receptivity, okay? Remember Carlin reminding us of this yesterday, that life doesn't give you anything you can't handle. That doesn't mean it's easy, right? But this amazing thing happens when we shift our perspective to things happening to us, happening for us, right? So can you look at what's happening right now with all of its confusion, the pain, the fear, the isolation, whatever is showing up for you right now? Can you just like an experiment, shift it to being something that's happening for you, for your growth? If that brings up a lot of chitta vritti, movements of mind stuff, come back to your breath, please, just for 2 more cycles. Okay, take a deep breath in through the nose, please. Open your mouth, exhale. Nice, okay. I'm gonna have you, I don't know, you guys are all oriented differently, so I don't know how to cue this, but I want you to jump or step yourself into a wide stance, okay? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna transition into warrior 2 from each of these sides. So some people like to have the markers. So one way to kind of know how far you might want your ankles to be, if you bring your arms out to a T, see how it feels to have your ankles below your wrists. This is a good starting point, but I want you to adjust. If you're feeling your body resist through tension in any way, I want you to widen or narrow that stance, please, okay? And then let the arms relax, okay? And then pivot the toes out to 45 degrees like we did at the beginning of the practice, okay? So we're here again. And you're gonna exhale, bend your knees. Arms are hanging, but the chest is open. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And as you exhale, pivot your right toes forward and bend into your right knee and transition into warrior 2. Okay, you might adjust the back foot a little bit here too. Think more about the right hip pulling back underneath you than the knee bending forward. Okay, so the thigh is long here. Soften the shoulders. Let's do a few twists in the arms. Okay, so you're gonna twist your arms in opposite directions, as if you're moving through your shoulder joints. The head might want to move too. That's awesome. Let it go. Okay. Then I'll meet you back in Virabhadrasana 2 with the fingertips straight out to the side. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, swoop the left arm down and forward, and then let the palms meet. And then pull the left arm back like you're pulling the string of a bow as you give yourself a thumbs up with that right hand. The elbow of the left arm is in line with that shoulder as best you can. Shoulders are soft. We're gonna start to pulse that right knee up and down. If you are familiar with breath of fire and it feels safe in your body, you'll start to practice that. So that's that. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's okay. I want you to breathe deeply and meditatively as you commit to staying soft as you keep this shape and movement. The gaze ideally is on that right thumb. But again, approach this from a state of relaxation, okay? Stay with it. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull, open the chest, deep breath in. Exhale, relax the arms, pivot the feet. Find a relaxed state here, shake it out. Good. Come to center. Shrug the shoulders up, back, and down. As you let the jaw hang open. okay? Bring the feet to parallel or maybe even pigeon-toed just a bit. So we're opening through the back of the body, and then pull the arms out to the side again. So open the chest. As you exhale, bring the arms behind you somehow. So some of us will grab forearms. Some of us might interlace fingers. Some of us might just kind of rest our hands on the backs of our hips, okay? So we're here. The inner thighs are pulling towards each other. We're squeezing the shoulder blades, puff up the chest, keep tucking the tailbone, and then exhale, start to fold forward. So you are hinging at your hips, lifting up through the back body, and then let yourself hang here. If the fingers are interlaced, you might pull the hands away from the back. Let gravity use the weight of your skull to decompress your neck and your shoulders. Two more breaths here, please. Okay. If the low back is tender, please bring your hands to your thighs. If you feel okay here, I want you to just roll the weight into the heels and then press yourself up. If you do have a tender low back, you're going to use your hands and press them into your thighs to support you as you come up. Nice, you guys, okay? And then release the hands, shake them out. Come back to your neutral wide stance. Find your breath. We want to always move from this place of center, right? Okay. Pivot your toes out to that 45 degrees again, please, if that works for you. Okay. Then we're going to inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, bend the knees, bring the arms down. Inhale, arms up. Transition warrior to other side. Pivot your left toes, settle down into your Virabhadrasana 2. Okay. Soften the shoulders. If this is creating any sort of pain in the shoulders or a lot of excess tension in the neck, I want you to bring your hands to your hips or just let them hang, okay? But keep the chest open. It's more about the gaze, okay? And then again, twist the arms in opposite directions. Let this movement be more about exploring what you're feeling in your body as opposed to like, I'm gonna do a thing with my body, right? So like, oh, when I twist this much, I feel this thing. Like, just get really curious. You don't have to understand it with your intellect. Okay. One more. And we're back into our Vira 2, right? Take an exhale, settle into the strength of your legs, pull your inner thighs towards each other. Swoop the right arm forward till it meets the left, both palms touch. Then pull the right hand back like you're pulling the string of a bow and give yourself a thumbs up with that left hand. Soften the shoulders away from the ears and then begin to gently pulse that left knee up and down. Feel how the pressure of your feet in the earth is giving you the strength to do this, okay? And then if you want to, and it's in your practice, breath of fire. If not, you're just breathing and focusing on that thumb and your strength. Reminder to stay soft. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, you're doing great, guys. 2, 1. Inhale, open. Exhale, relax your arms. Relax you guys again. Pivot the feet, come out of that shape. And one more time. So you're either going to have the feet be parallel or maybe a little pigeon-toed. Shake the arms out a little bit. Yeah. Encourage that softness. Okay. And then when you're ready, open up the arms. Right? Notice this is not a rigid movement. This is like a movement of like kind of liquidy. And then exhale, hands come behind the back again. If you interlaced your fingers last time, please do it the opposite way with the opposite thumb on top. Okay. Squeeze the shoulder blades, puff the chest up, and then exhale down. We go, folding. Again, the backs of the legs are lifting up, but the knees can be bent while you're doing this. Send the weight back a little bit till you almost come off the balls of your feet. But let the head be heavy. 2 more breaths here. Okay, and then decide how you want to support yourself. If you want to bring your hands onto your thighs, please do so. Okay, and then we're going to roll ourselves up to standing. Okay, back in this wide neutral stance. And then if you want to, pop the feet together or just transition back to the front of your mat in your Tadasana, please. Nice. Okay. Breathing together. Inhale through the nose, please. Exhale. Inhale your arms out and up. Exhale to a fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to downward facing dog, please. I'm gonna come and look at you. Okay, pedal your feet. And this time, like, you let that get into the hips. So like wiggle your tailbone. Yeah. And actually, let's do this, guys. So come to center, okay? Come up to the balls of your feet in your downward facing dog, okay? Try to keep the shoulders square and then roll your heels to the right and press the heels down. You might bend the knees quite a bit to do this, so we're working on kind of opening the side of the hips. I'll demo it for you. I can see people looking. All right, so you're up on the balls of your feet, and then you roll your heels to one side and press down. So my knees are still tracking over the center of my feet, and my shoulders in theory are square here. So you're kind of stretching through the side body and the hips. Okay, and then when you're ready, come up through center, and then just do it on the other side. If that's not making any sense to you, that's okay. Just kind of rock your heels from side to side, okay? Yeah. Okay, and then when you're satisfied with that, come on down to child's pose, please. If it works for you, take the wide kneed variation where the toes are touching and the knees are wider than your rib cage. And so your chest can rest between your legs. This doesn't work in everybody's body. So if that doesn't feel good to you, and I want your point of reference to be like, can you find your breath and can you just breathe? Yeah, some of you are already doing it, but you might take the variation where you walk your arms straight, touch the palms and bend your elbows till the thumbs come to the back of the head like we did in a few times in our flow. And then you can walk the elbows forward as you shimmy your hips back and really surrender the chest down, which will bring you into a little bit of a back bend. Nice. Take 2 more breaths here, please. Okay, and then transition out of your child's pose. Come up to tabletop for a moment and just kind of move, you know, again, like cat cows, maybe stirring your hips. And then eventually we'll come to a seated shape. Yeah. So we'll come to a seated shape with our legs straight in front of us to begin with here. Yeah. Right, props are interesting when you're at home. Okay, so if you are noticing that this hurts or it's your back is kind of doing this guy, right, and you're really challenging, there's 2 variations that you can take that might help. One is to take some sort of a pillow or whatnot, and you can try to bring it under the knees. Sometimes this will help to get you a little more flat in the back. The other option, or an add-on to that one, is to take another pillow or a blanket and sit right at the edge of it so that your pelvis tilts, right? So the goal is that the hip points are above the pubic bone as much as we can, right? So don't get too obsessive with it being perfect, but just to get some softness in the low back here, okay? So that the spine is long, the chest is open. Nice, okay. I love this because we're all practicing at home, like you're now empowered to have a home practice. You have no excuse. You have all of your props, whether it's a can of soup or a pillow, right? Okay, so we're gonna take our hands like little claws and bring them around our kneecaps or patellas, yeah? And then you're just gonna bounce, 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 bounce. So you're not like really grabbing the kneecaps, but just like a little bit of a bounce here, bringing some spaciousness into the knees. And also I really want you to kind of hit the leg flesh on the floor. So it's kind of drumming it. Yeah, I can hear my housemates doing it upstairs. Okay, and we'll come to center, and I want you to just shake your feet out. Shake, 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 and feel it move up the legs. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, then we'll come to center here, and we'll come into staff pose. Okay, so that's with the hands approximately right by the hips. And it's kind of full handprints, and you're pressing a little bit, but that's just to encourage the chest to open, but the shoulders stay soft here. And I want you to think about like your neck is growing out of your shoulder girdle. So you might tuck your chin just a little bit. Curl the toes towards your body very gently to encourage this action of the soles of the feet spreading. So it's not like a severe contraction, it's just like a little bit of a movement here. And then slowly tuck the chin down towards the chest. Once you get there, take a deep breath like you're broadening in between the shoulder blades. As you exhale, root down through the tailbone. Let the head get a little heavier. And then root the tailbone to stack the spine and bring the head upright again, okay? And then on the next exhale, bring the left ear down towards your left shoulder. Okay, so inhale to stay. Exhale to stay. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale to breathe in to tension. Exhale to let it go. Good. And then inhale back up through center. Okay. And exhale to settle down into your sits bones. Okay, then let's bend the right knee into the chest, okay, and interlace the fingers somewhere. So maybe the shin or the knee, and use this action to stay really open through the chest, but soft through the shoulders, okay? From here, we're gonna float the left arm up towards the ceiling. Use this action to encourage length through the side waist, and then exhale, wrap that arm around your leg, and then bring the right hand back behind you as like a little kickstand. So the spine is really tall here. We're gonna take a deep breath in, grow really tall, like your head is reaching up towards the sky. Exhale, contract your abdomen muscles just a little bit to squeeze the internal organs. Maybe look over your right shoulder, okay? And then inhale, come back through center, okay? And then we'll just release the right leg forward. Take one breath and just notice if it feels different. And then we'll do the other side. So bend the left knee in towards the chest. And then kind of squeeze it in gently to encourage this openness in the body. Okay, exhale. Inhale, the right fingertips reach up. Use this to pull the spine long. And then exhale, twist that length. Wrap the right arm around the thigh. Left fingertips press behind you. And then if you like it, right, you contract the abdomen as you exhale. Okay, and then slowly come back to center. Okay, we'll extend the legs long again. If you have a prop underneath your bum or your knees, please take that out now. Okay, we're gonna make our way down onto our backs. I'm gonna give you core work if you want it. If you don't, we'll meet you down there, okay? So if you're into it, you're gonna take the soles of your feet together like a really wide bound angle, Supta Baddha Konasana. So press the heels away from your groin quite a bit. So there's this diamond shape with the body, with the knee, with the legs, okay? And then press the feet together. Some of you know that I love this and you know when I'm going with it. Okay, so you're gonna press the feet together. Shimmy your bum back so the back is long here, and then you're gonna reach your arms forward, okay? And then pull the shoulders back, like you're pulling your arm bones back in your sockets. Scoop your belly, okay? You're gonna take a deep breath in, puff the chest. Keep pressing the feet together as we lower down to the count of 10. 9, press the feet. 8, this one's hard for me. 7, hollow the belly out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and just soften here. Okay, bend the knees with the feet on the floor. And then windshield wiper your knees from side to side, please. Go like get really slow with this movement. Use the weight of your legs to maybe massage your hips or your low back. Okay. And then come to center, please. And we'll take figure 4 stretch. So you're going to cross your right ankle over your left thigh, approximately near your knee. This might be a good place to hang out. If you want a little more, you'll gather the legs towards the body. You can interlace your fingers around your thigh. Sometimes it feels nice to extend the left leg straight up towards the ceiling if you want to get more of an inversion here. But again, please prioritize softening and relaxation. Yeah. Feel the back of the body that's on the floor. Feel it broaden. Okay. And then before we come out, I want you to just kind of wiggle the legs to the left and to the right a couple of times. Again, just kind of investigating the state of affairs in the hips, okay? And then we'll come to center and we'll transition to the other side. So we'll come out and have both feet on the floor. And if you're like, I really want to rock my knees from side to side or happy baby, then go for it, okay? And then when you're ready, you'll just transition. You'll just take the left ankle over the right thigh and find your depth and stretch here. Right, again, like these movements, these shapes are, it's like active communication with your body, right? So you put it in a shape and you listen. And then you try to understand and make adjustments and then you listen, right? Where can you soften? Nice. 2 more breaths here. I love the variations, you guys. This is really great. Okay. As you're ready, gently take yourself out of the stretch and the shape. And then, you know, whatever else you need before you come into Shavasana, final relaxation, corpse pose. I will leave it up to you if you want to be reclined or if you want to be in seated meditation. I can see when you leave. Shavasana is the most important part, guys. I mean, if you've got to go somewhere, go. But if you can stay, please stay. Okay. Nice, I like it. Let the fur babies in your home curl up next to you like they like to do in Shavasana very often, right? Slowly settling into stillness. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Okay, bring your attention back into your body, please. Start to deepen your breath. And gently start to find movement in your body. As you stay anchored in this center, this deep seat of wisdom and stillness, gently make your way back to a seated shape if you're not there already, please. Be soft with yourself. If it's comfortable for you, we'll take Anjali Mudra, right? So palms together, thumbs at heart center, or any other gesture that feels good for you. And then if you'd like to join me, we'll close by chanting Om once. Okay. So we'll start with a clearing breath. So take a deep breath in through the nose, out the mouth, and then inhale to chant. Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. May you remember your true nature, which is love, trust, and reasonless joy. And may you remember that you are strong and wise.